So this went on, and then I started comping attitudes, man. Now at 11, at 12, I started packing guns.
Yeah.
I'm robbing everybody in the city, just robbing people, man, robbing stores, man. I'm just, it's like I'm not really doing it for money, but I'm just doing it to vent, man. It's like vent. Then I got dangerous.
Prison Stories 101. We finally got him in the building. Fleece Johnson, AKA the Booty Warrior.
It's me.
It's me. Now, one thing I will say is that once I started this Prison Stories, man, you know, and I don't know if people like to glorify the things that go on in prison and talk about the, you know, the depravity that happens, but everyone kept saying in the comments, you got to get Fleece Johnson. You got to get Fleece Johnson. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, not only do we need Fleece Johnson, I mean, hell, you know, your story is a story that needs to be told regardless.
Right.
So before we get started, allow me to let you reintroduce yourself and tell us how much time you've done overall.
Well, y'all know who I am, right? Induction ain't needed, really. The booty man. Yeah.
Damn, okay.
I did over 40 years in prison, but I did that straight. You know, getting out, coming back, all that shit. I'm talking about from a child. You know, before I went to prison, I was in jail at 13. Then turned 14 in jail, 16 in penitentiary. You know, I ain't never even had a girlfriend yet. Never even kissed a girl. Seen one naked. Nothing like that. So they sent me to prison, man. And so I had to learn all that in sex. What is this between my legs called? Okay, I knew that. And you know, I read books on and all this shit. When I got in there, man, it was my first, you know, I was a virgin, man. My first encounter was with a man, man. I come, man, and I was nuts. I was sick over it, man. That was the best thing that ever happened to me since applesauce, right?
Oh, man.
And so right. That's about it. I fell in love with booty, man.
All right, let's have this conversation. Let's start with before your prison sentence. I know a lot of people are gonna want to know what was like what was your upbringing?
But I came from a family of 3 boys and 3 girls, and 7 of us. I'm the 4th of the boys, the youngest. So I'm, you know, by the same mama and daddy. And back in them days, in the 60s and 70s, and man, it was hard in America, man, for blacks, period. And so one day, my mama and them, what changed my whole life, I was 10 years old, man. I never forget it. My mama and them went somewhere, so I'm walking through the house to see where my brothers and sisters was at, right? I'm looking for somebody to talk to. And went upstairs, looked in all the rooms, the last room, I opened the door, so my sister tried to offer me something. I said, no, I'm gonna tell mama. I went back in the room, and by the time mama and them came home, I fell asleep, man. And when I woke up, they was whooping me. I'm like, what the f they whooping me for? And they done made a story of something they told mama and them that I did. They agreed, got me whooped, and start getting me whooped almost every day, right? So that I won't be able to tell mama what I saw them do, right? And if I did, they ain't gonna believe it. I can't tell them now, they whooping me. So I got everybody against me. So I'm 10 years old. So I told them one day when I got tired of it that I'm not gonna cry no more. So they told mama, and she came in there, and I got smart with her. And she whooped me until her nose was bleeding, man. And I still wouldn't cry. My daddy came home, same thing. He took his belt, beat me. I wouldn't cry, and he balled his fist up and hit me in the face, right? At 10. When I got out of the hospital, I said, I'm ready for round 2. They said, you don't get whoopings no more. Yeah. So they killed all that. I never got another whooping. But in school, that same sister, man, they try to get me to have sex. I was like protecting her from boys, not brothers and sisters buying like that.
Yeah.
And the teacher in school, back then you can whoop kids, with permission, spank them if they act up. So he made her pull her pants down and go spank her with his bare hand, butt naked. So I took a .22 pistol and went over and shot him. And so now I got kicked out of all the schools in Kentucky.
Oh, man.
Not allowed to go to no schools. So then I started stealing. I started stealing and stuff. And then I was hanging around some people that was older than me, man. Like, I'm 10, they 15. I ain't got nobody to talk to at home. My brothers and them, everybody's against me because of what I saw them do. So these 15-year-olds, man, it was two of them, man. And they took advantage of me, molested me and stuff. And still, I'm going through life, I ain't got nobody to tell this shit to. What these motherfuckers doing to me. They were stronger than me and all this shit. I'm 10, they 15. So this went on, and then I started comping attitudes, man. Now at 11, at 12, I started packing guns.
Yeah.
I'm robbing everybody in the city, just robbing people, man, robbing stores, man. I'm just, it's like I'm not really doing it for money, but I'm just doing it to vent, man. It's like vent. Then I got dangerous. And then the two that molested me, they come up shot to death, right? That would take care of. So
who? Someone did that.
Yeah, you know who did it, but I ain't gonna say all that. But then, I started having a reputation in my city, man. I'm hanging out with people 27 and 30, I'm growing up, 13 years old. The deadliest thing in the city, man.
What city is this again?
Louisville, Kentucky.
Louisville.
Place where Muhammad Ali was born, where they have the horse racing, Derby.
Kentucky Derby.
And that's the city, man. And so
can I ask you a question before we get too far away from it? Is you said you walked in and seen your two brothers and your two sisters.
Two of them, man. As a child, man.
Did you question, like, I know you was gonna tell mama, so you knew
smart enough to question nothing.
Yeah, you knew it was bad.
Yeah, I knew that much. I knew just that they weren't supposed to be doing that. I knew that.
And they beat you till you didn't want to tell no more.
Man, they had my mama and then whooped me. They was making stories up every day that I did something that they done just to stop me from telling what I saw them do. And that's caused a fiction between us throughout our life, man. But I try to still be a good brother to them and all this, man. And it's a whole lot they did to me, man. Like, when I was in prison, man, I was left inheritance. Grandparents and stuff, they ain't care about nobody but me, man. My sister took my inheritance and brought a condo, brought her and her husband a church where they preach. He never sent me one Bible verse in 40 years, right?
Oh, wow.
Stole my money. Then my brother, he stole my money on my daddy's side and the land and stuff, and he sold that and went off into the dope game. And so nobody thought I was gonna get out of prison. I'm in there fighting every day. I'm fighting in almost, man, fighting battles. And when I pop out of prison, it's like, well, the money was just sitting there. You act like you didn't want that, so we put it to good use. We bought a church. I said, you could have sent me a Bible.
Just a Bible.
Yeah, anything, a letter saying God loves you or anything. You didn't send me shit. I want my shit.
Hold on real quick before we get to the prison sentence. You said the two young men, they had molested you, the teenage boys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did that disturb you not only then, but does it still disturb you to this day as far as?
No, I don't even, it's just I look at everything in life as an experience, man. I look at it as something you experience in life, and whatever you experience is determined. Your strength is determined from it, right? You fail before you succeed. You weak before you become strong. So it's a learning experience, man. I don't take it personally where I let it bother me for the rest of my life. It's just something that happened. That's how I look at it. It happened, you know.
Would you say it set you off?
It took me in a different direction, man. It made me just toughen up against this whole world, man. That's why I fought so much. I fought and fought and fought and until I was able to discuss it like we discussing it now.
Yeah.
And that kind of healed me right there, right? Where I can actually talk about it, right?
Yeah.
Don't bother me.
So you
they did, so they got theirs, right?
Man, sometimes
I didn't get pregnant. I'm glad.
Oh man. Oh, hold on, wait. They didn't, hold on, wait. I don't want to talk about what happened, but they assaulted you like that?
Man, molesting you know what molesting is?
There's different versions.
Man, ain't number one version of being molested, bro.
Yeah.
You know, motherfucker tried to impregnate me. I got them. I mean,
yeah, it says something.
I mean,
it said
that whatever happened to them happened. I ain't gonna discuss that, but
yeah, sodomy.
Yeah, it said that they died that way, but
So the two teenagers, were these random strangers or like a two pair that you trusted?
People come through the hood and stuff, right? Yeah. You know, I lived in the projects, man, in an area where police couldn't even come down there. White people wasn't allowed, you know, and everybody was like, it was like we called it Little Africa. It was called Southwick Housing Projects. And I love the projects though, but you know, everybody out any time of night, it's parties every night, man, somewhere. Somebody got a party going and you can just get up out of the bed and just put on your clothes, man, and just somebody's throwing, man, and just go right up in there, man. It's, you know, anytime, man. And I loved it. But